The resolution says Israeli forces will withdraw from Gaza based on standards, milestones, and timeframes linked to demilitarization. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who received an arrest warrant from the UN Criminal Court over the war, applauded the resolution. The European Union announced Tuesday it will host a conference on Thursday for a new Palestinian donors group to discuss financial aid for Gaza's reconstruction, reforms of the Palestinian National Authority, and long-term peace in the Middle East region. Trump said the members of the Board of Peace will be named in the coming weeks.
And President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi witnessed the start of the establishment of the containment structure of the first unit reactor at Dab'a nuclear plant with the participation of Russian President Vladimir Putin via video conference. To shed more light on the Egyptian-Russian relations, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Ahmed Mostafa, the international relations expert. Dr. Mostafa, good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you?
How are you, sir? Sir, how do you evaluate the Egyptian-Russian strategic relations in light of today's great achievement, which is the establishment of the containment structure of the first unit reactor of Dab'a nuclear plant?
First, it has a lot of messages regionally and internationally that Egypt having, a strong and resilient relation with its Russian partner and trust the Russian partner. Don't forget that Russia having like a good history of supporting Egypt since it was like USSR, and it started from the middle of the 50s, the last century. And also Russia has like a good background, especially in establishing like a giant project, including and not limited to the high town in Aswan, which is considered the best constructive project in the century, in the 20th century, and it was the testimony of the World Bank itself, comparing to all other construction projects in the 20th century. And other issues, even the weaponry and the arms, it was Russian, and we achieved, the victory over the Zionist entity in 1973 via the weapons of Russia and via the experts and so on. Therefore, today it's like a good indicator because this nuclear power plant is one of the biggest throughout Africa, with a capacity of 4.8 giga, watt. It contains, 4 stations, and also it is one of the most ecosystem and clear energy worldwide, and it is from the 3rd generation from the reactors, which is the most developed one and unprecedented, especially in efficiency of security as well as in operation. Therefore, a lot of messages should be sent that Egypt also will achieve, something completely different and will support the energy in the future time that will enable Egypt in the vision of 2030 and beyond. And also, if this, reactor working on the water desalination, it will support Egypt with at least 70% of the total need of the potable water to Egypt in that respect, according to the testimony of Dr. Yosri Abu Shadi, the presidential advisor in the file of nuclear energy.
Yes. Actually, sir, on November 19th of each year, Egypt is celebrating the signing of the agreement between Egypt and Russia to build and operate a Dab'a plant. How do you see the significance of such yearly celebration, and to what extent a Dab'a nuclear plant is important to Egypt from your point of view?
As I told you, the nuclear energy is very crucial in this time being because it is a clean energy. This is number one, and a lot of people think that because they have like the bad repetition of the Chernobyl and then Fukushima in Japan and so on. But as I told you, technology is completely different, and it has the minimum emissions, especially in these hydrocarbon emissions and so on. Therefore, it is a clean source of energy. And also Russia is guaranteeing just to take, the dregs or the remnants of this reactive, waste and so on. Therefore, we have the full guarantees in that respect. Also, it gives you like a broader scale in the field of scientific research, because once you have a nuclear energy, the level of physics, chemistry, and mathematics is getting higher. Therefore, it will add value to the progress and to the developmental, plans of Egypt, matching with the vision of 2030 and beyond, the 2063 of the whole Africa, and so on. Also, it elevates the level of scientific research, because in this regard you can insert the nuclear energy in several spectrums of research, like treatments, like industry, like the cutting edge products, and so on. As I told you, it has also other fields of development, like the water desalination, because the reactor, as I heard from the very beginning, it was designed not only for the energy but also for the water desalination, which will make, or which will create a new developmental society in the northeast, in the northwest of Egypt, that will attract population just to move to such area. And also we create like a scientific ambience and atmosphere, because also now some universities and some schools, technical schools that belongs to the station itself and the other universities, started to be erected over there or established over there nearby the place. Therefore, it will create a development over there in this area, the area of Alamein and Daba and Matruh and so on. Therefore, it will reduce, the migration or immigration to Cairo and the other Delta city, because they will have all the sources of the development itself. But it will attract people just to go and survive and live over there in such place. Also, it means that also Egypt and Russia, because should you know that since 2014 we are a member of BRICS. Therefore, it adds more value. And the volume of trade between Egypt and Russia increased to reach more than $9 billion US, because now they added the new axis of the Suez Canal and the Russian economic zone, besides the Chinese economic zone. Therefore, all of this, having like notes and significant, like that, yes, Egypt and Russia, they are real strategic partners and having a prosperous future together. And also it will give Russia a footprint to Africa from Egypt. And once we have like a very successful project, and it's going to be like the project for the 21st century, the nuclear power plant in Daba, it will be added to the good history of Russia in collaboration with Egypt in this regard. Besides, we have a lot of things on this issue, the mutual scientific hubs and so on with the Russian universities and scientific research centers and think tanks and so on. Therefore, we have a lot of fruits coming out from, this reactor.
Yes, indeed. Dr. Ahmed Mostafa, the international relations expert. Thank you so much, sir, for your precious input. Always a pleasure. And moving on with Panorama News, where Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman that he said his kingdom wanted to normalize relations with Israel through U.S. President Donald Trump's Abraham Accords, but first needed a clear path to the Palestine